2 of South African culture shock. Today we are with an American reacting to the about how it is living in South Africa. Let's get into the video. Let's not waste time. Let's hear what she gotta say. Azish.
The love and intensity that South Africans have for a...
Cool intro.
Hey guys, it's Misha from the Global Expats, and today I am talking all about South African culture shock as an American living here.
The first culture shock, load shedding.
Ooh.
And for people not familiar with load shedding,
She had to go there.
is essentially intentional power outages. And where we live, the water pump is connected to the electricity. So when the electricity goes out, we also have no water.
Oh my
It's nice when they let you know when you're scheduled for your lights to go out, but there's been so many times when you just get hit with it and you don't even know. There's been times I've been stepping into the shower to take a nice shower at the end of the day.
There'll be no
or
water.
after a workout, and all of a sudden,
Oh,
the lights go out.
there has been moments when I've been editing videos and then the lights just went out. Like it's 5 o'clock now. The electricity usually goes away from this time and goes away for like freaking 5 hours. I don't know what the problem is behind this. I don't get the concept of you should work from home, but then they take our electricity. But then it is what it is here.
No more water, no more nothing. You just gotta sit.
Okay, what
and
happened to the
wait.
video now?
And I've asked a
Oh.
few people, why does this happen?
Yeah.
Why do you guys need load shedding? Why do they need to schedule?
We don't need load shedding. We don't need it. Like, we pay for electricity. Like, I don't get how you pay for electricity and then, I don't know, maybe someone can explain it to me better in the comments. But I don't get it. I don't get why we pay for electricity and then at the end of the day, still but then it is what it is, man.
Power outages across the country. It's just kind of a part of normal life here. The next culture shock.
We've been having this issue since 2007. Like I remember the first load shedding. Like it's how many years later now? We still have the same problem. Okay.
No power outlets in the bathrooms. So I guess in the States or in other countries, right, we're used to just, plugging in like my hair straightener or my curling iron. But here, you have to go into the bedroom or go to any other room in the house
Saying
to
extension.
plug in your things. In the States, I must admit, I was used to having 2 or 3 outlets. So let's say I had my phone charging in one outlet, I would have my straightener plugged in, I'd have my makeup out, I have my whole setup there, I am
Yeah.
good to go.
I think one of the reasons why you never have a plug in the bathroom is you never mix water with electrical appliances or things like that. You will get shocked. Like, we don't need that. Hey, trying to avoid the trouble. Just keep the electric stuff away from the plugs and keep away from the water, I mean. Yeah.
I have a big nice mirror and nice lights. Here, I have to find some room, find a random mirror I can take with me so I don't end up frying something on my head. And another thing about outlets in bathrooms, the light switch to turn the lights on and off is always outside the bathroom
Yeah.
for some reason.
For some
This
reason,
one I
yeah.
also don't know what the situation is, but here
Yeah, I think all in all, we're just trying to avoid you getting shocked. Guess. So yeah, Gesi means electricity.
everything's outside the bathroom. The next culture shock, car guards. Now, I'm used to having like a security officer or something like in a parking lot back in the States that's just, guarding the whole
Not here, baba.
garage, right? Just somebody there on site. But I was very surprised to find that here, there's about like 10 car guards in one parking lot whose job is to just make sure your car doesn't get broken into or stolen,
Yeah,
right? They just stand around and watch the cars.
they do that.
And then when you leave, you give them a little tip saying, thanks so much, and then you're on your way. And in the parking lots too,
Cool, right? Your car is safe.
You'll see these signs that say, beware of remote jamming. And that's essentially when thieves try and use their remotes to block you from locking your car. So like you'll click your button thinking you've locked your car, but then they're pressing a button on their side watching you, and they stop your car from locking, and you think it's locked, but they jammed it, which is why it's called remote jamming, I realized. And then they go jack your car while you're in the store. So I guess it's a good thing that there's car guards, but this whole situation.
Yeah, and on that remote jamming thingy, just always make sure that when you lock your car, double check the doors. Like you lock the car, you go physically go check the door, check the boot, check yonke into, so that you know that your car is locked. Then you can leave.
Situation was a little bit of a shock to me, I must admit. The next culture shock. The love and intensity that South Africans have for a BRAAI. Now, I learned very quickly that one must never, ever, ever call a BRAAI a barbecue.
You never do that.
South Africans love their BRAAIs. Apparently, it's 1,000,000 times better than a barbecue. It's basically an open grill with lots and lots of delicious meat. And I don't think you will get chewed out faster for anything at all like calling a BRAAI a barbecue.
You never
a
do
lesson
that,
I
yeah.
learned really quickly. The next culture shock
I guess Caesar.
made me feel like I don't even speak English. The amount of slang and different words that are used here that are in English, but I cannot understand anything. Can't understand a word or like what's going on. They have so many different words for things that I call them something completely different. Like they call it a costume, which to me means Halloween, but here it means swimsuit. Robots are not robots like I thought. They are traffic lights. An oak is a guy. A cherry is a girl. Theater is not in fact Broadway theater or even a movie theater. It's surgery, which I'll admit makes surgery sound a lot more fun, but that one's pretty misleading and a lot less fun than seeing a movie. A jersey is not a sports jersey.
Never.
It's a sweater. Dosing
Yes.
is sleeping. Joling is partying. And there's a whole range of words that make me feel like I don't speak English at all. To give you an example,
Right.
a South African might say, I was at the robot on the main road, and I saw this cherry driving a bucky wearing nothing but a costume with some oak in the front seat chowing
And then I stopped. I said, how's it?
on a stick of bull tongue. Let me translate. You were at the traffic light on the main road and you saw some girl driving a truck wearing nothing but a swimsuit with some guy in the front seat eating some bull tongue. So before I wouldn't really be able to understand the conversations going around me, hanging out around the BRAAI, but now I feel like I'm pretty much...
I feel attacked to some degree. Yeah, because like usually when I'm playing Call of Duty online, usually when I join a server and there's people there, I normally like say, how's it guys? Like pop in and say, how's it? And I realized that a lot of people really don't know what how's it means. Like, how is it? How are you? Basically, that's what it is.
much a pro at translating these kinds of sentences. The next culture shock. The rules of the road. So this was a big shock for me because not only do they drive on the opposite side of the car and the road than I'm used to, but all the cars are pretty much stick shift. And in America, everything's pretty much automatic. So never in my life have I driven a stick shift, nor on the opposite side of the car and the road. But Mateo did try to teach me. We made a pretty entertaining video on it. If you missed it, you can catch it here. I'm gonna give you a hint. I wasn't very good. So needless to say, I haven't driven in quite a while. And I realized here that when you're driving, it's actually more of a surprise to be on a street with no potholes. I mean, wow, if you're on a street with no potholes, like, where are you? There are so many potholes here. It is crazy. You straight up look like a drunk driver trying to get around them. And they're like, not even little. It's like a whole crater in the middle of the street. And another fun thing that I've seen on the road.
Yeah, like you do get potholes, but it's not like potholes everywhere, guys. Like it's not like it's everywhere. Like there are potholes, and we have a very what you call slow service delivery. What you call, like, I don't understand why they don't fix these things. Like, create jobs for people. Like, this is my free advice. This is my free advice, right? Like, imagine if you hired me, nah, but like, just get people, right, to fix the potholes, and then you've created jobs for people, right?
Is in the back of pickup trucks, there could be a whole group of people just hanging out.
Don't you guys do that?
Be it on a road or a highway going very fast. They'll be sitting, maybe drinking. Sometimes there's even a full-on couch in the bed of the truck. These guys are just sitting with their beers, hanging
Seen
out,
this.
zooting down
Having
the
a
highway.
good time. Having a
Also,
good time.
Not to mention, you can have like bottles open in your car. You could have your friends drinking in the car while you're driving, and it's like
But you cannot drink. But you as the driver, you cannot drink.
totally fine. But in the States, if a cop pulls you over and there's even an open bottle of something in your car at all, like, you're screwed.
For
The
real?
next culture shock. Not pumping your own gas. Or,
See?
as I should say,
Another job opportunity. Like, never, please.
petrol. Also, side note, apparently it's not called gas here. So in the States, one of the
Petrol.
first things I learned how to do when I started driving was fill up my car with gas. I would roll up to the station, pull over, take the thing out, pick what I wanted, pay, pump it, stand there. Sometimes I'd get the squeegee and clean my windows while I waited. Then when I was done, that was it. Cool, right? But here, you roll up to the spot, you roll your window down, and you tell the guy, hey, I need diesel, I need petrol, I need this. Can you check the tires? Can you make sure we're good all around? And can you clean the windows? He's like, yeah, no problem. So they pump the gas, they do all of this, and you're just kind of sitting there, just waiting. And then when it's done, they bring the card machine to your window, and you pay, and then you're on your way. So this was a big
Right.
one for me, because I am definitely not used to having other people pump my gas and do, oh, that sounded bad. The next culture shock. There are electric fences everywhere. And there are also
Nope.
burglar guards on every window.
Yes.
Even the tiny ones. So the heightened security here is no joke. It really shocked me when I got here because I felt like everything was behind a fence or a guard or something. It's a little intense. Now in the
Electric fence, where? In the gas.
States, honestly, on the windows, all I'm used to having is like a screen to keep the bugs out. And then we have a lock on the front door and a lock on the back door, and that's like pretty much it. And we have an alarm system that we'll put on if we're leaving. But here, everything's behind some sort of security, sometimes double fences, all this kind of craziness. And that's definitely something I'm not used to. I don't know if Americans are also more trusting. I have no idea, but I'm like, man, I kind of feel like we live in a fortified castle here. The next shock is all about food and booze. First of all, I thought bull tongue was the tongue of a bull. I really did, until I saw the spelling, and I was like, is it? What is that? And then I had some, and I was like, oh, no, that's not what it is. It's just dried meat. It's like, oh, and I'm gonna
Wait,
get slapped
what?
for this one. It's not like beef jerky.
What? Bull? You said bull tongue. No. Get biltong. Like Biltong. Biltong. You know Bill, like Billy. Tong, like your tongs. Biltong. Not bull tongue. No, it's not
But
how
to
you say
anybody
it.
who knows what beef
But yeah.
jerky is, that is the closest assimilation I can make.
Here you go to ShopRite, you like, can I please have beef jerky? They'll look at you like you are the jerky.
For bull tongue. All the South Africans on here, I am very sorry that I made that comparison. Bull tongue is not beef jerky. It is way better. If you want to know why, we also made a video on that, and you can catch it here. It is
Right.
delicious, and yes, I was very
Because this is South Africa.
happy to find out it was not the tongue of a bull, because then I would not have tried it. The next really shocking thing that I saw in a supermarket is walkie-talkies. It's chicken heads and chicken feet that they cook, but when I saw it in the bag, it honestly terrified me. So,
Manina.
haven't tried that one. Don't think I will. Now, when it comes to booze, something I found odd was that the bottle store is separate from the grocery store. So I'm used to going into a grocery store and like buying everything I need, like wine, spirits, food, like whatever.
Oh, you can also get that here. Like some of these shops, they do have an alcohol section in the one of the aisles. So it depends where you are.
It's all there, but here it's outside. It's its own separate store. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And another thing is that they sell beers in quarts, which is basically the size of my head. And in the States, I'm very much used to having my food, the waiter bringing the check, you look at it, you put your card in there, and you give it to them. And then they take it to the back, they run it, they bring it back to you, you sign, and you are good to go. But here, they will bring the card machine to your table, ring you up, you tell them how much you want to tip, and it's all done there. And the machine prints out the receipt, and you never, ever, ever let your card out of your sight. Maybe Americans are a little too trusting with this one, I realize, because now the thought of someone taking my card away and ringing it somewhere in the back kind of freaks me out a little bit. The next shock was the measurements of time in South Africa.
Okay.
You have right now, now,
No.
just now, and now. Now is like a little bit more extended. Like it's not like just now. It's a little bit longer than just now. And then right now is like, I actually don't even really hear them use that one too much. So understanding when people are going to be meeting you or arriving or something very much depends on your understanding of right now, just now, and now. And that's important because if someone's coming over and you don't have pants on and you got to put pants on,
you know. You already know.
you know how much time you have to put your pants on. So that is it for my video on the biggest things I found to be culture shocks in South Africa as an American living here. If I forgot anything, drop me a comment below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video.